When you rotate into Hacienda from a long drop, pick a Winchester up at the lifeguard tower. 2 rounds, baby. That's all it takes. Uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom. Let's talk about channels. And I want to showcase this with a bit of gameplay I had on Miramar Solos this week. Channels are areas that tend to get a lot of traffic in PUBG Mobile, and they allow you to set up shop and pick up quite a few kills over the course of the game. Places like, if you're at boot camp, for instance, the southeastern corner of boot camp, where everyone rotates towards the middle of the map, or the northeastern corner of boot camp, where everyone rotates towards Paradise Resort. They're channels. The area between, let's say we're on Livik, the area just outside of Midstein, that is Death Valley, basically. Like literally to the west of Midstein, Death Valley. That's a big channel. It's where people get third-partied and pushed around all the time. And you will find, if you play long enough, a lot of people don't even realize it, but they naturally will find places that are channels where they can pick off a lot of kills, where things get busy. There are things that are also channels that draw a lot of the lobby, which is like flares and airdrops. And a lot of players like me will constantly push airdrops and flare drops because that's where you know you're going to get a fight. Things are very busy there. What you'll also find is, and I don't know the science behind this, but if you can find a couple of people in an area and you start up gunfights, things will spiral. You end up with, I don't know whether bots are more attracted to them and they come in and that draws more people in, or people see cars at compounds and it makes people interested. But you're going to see in this example of gameplay, this is a general channel for me. This is I come out of Chumacera, the circle is gone south. So the circle is moving in towards me, and the primary hot drop areas around here, talking Los Leones, Picado, and they're all up on the northeast of the map, right? There's a bot, obviously. There's a guy that we saw on the roof of this building over here, and then a car rolls up and just disappears into that same compound. This is a prime example of a channel, and you can see people are starting to rotate in. I just got shot at from both the east and the northeast, and there's someone who's rotating in to the circle through that area just outside of Picado. And then the guy to my east actually rotates all the way up around me back towards Chumacera. When you start positioning yourself on these traffic lanes, you don't have to do a lot. I go and loot that guy there, and then there's someone rotating in from Los Leones along the roadside in a car. Here we go. Like, let me give you a great example of this. There's a spot on Erringle. There's 2 barns that are basically between the 2 bridges on the mainland as you cross over from the mill base. I'll give you some footage of it here. There is no earthly reason why these barns get so much business. The ones that are just southeast of me here. But if you stay at those barns all game, people will rotate through and try to loot them time and time again. Same with the hill just above me on my left there. These are high traffic areas. They're not going to get you 20 kill games, but if you are loitering around this area, you're going to get kills. You're going to be able to fire your gun. You're going to be able to snipe people. These are channels. These are channels through which players run. And it's not just about maps. It's about comfort. If you're a new player and you are successful in an area, quite often you'll go back to that area and again and again and again. Because, I mean, have a look at me. I have a rotation that's, look at this buggy. I am so over this. This is amazing. I lose control of my iPad. It slips out of my hands here. Look at how I can't turn my thing. I'm like, oh God. I literally have to stop it and pick it up and then do it again. I'm so lucky to get through that alive. And these channels just end up getting heaps and heaps of people. That guy just crashed the compound. Heard some gunfire, crashed the compound, came in. And while he's doing that, I'm running out. I find out where that UAZ went before. Right there, the SUV. He hit it in here. And the other guy, well, we don't know where he is, but he's about to show himself as well. He's hiding in one of these huts over here on the left. So There's a guy over there with an Uzi. There's me. There's the guy I knocked. There's the bloke in that hut who just turns up. That's a brand new dude. And I'm like, okay, so you're the guy right from the start who jumped off the top of the roof. Madness. Absolute madness this game is. And then, of course, late game, there's none of that. This is where we just start working through the best possible scenario we can to get to the circle. Recognizing those channels and being able to keep them in your mental map of the whole game and how it's playing out around you will give you a great opportunity to farm kills. So that by the end of it, even though you dropped Chomasera and there was no one there, you're going to play and you're going to end up with double figure kills and have a good time. And this is a very important part of it, because if you don't start moving around and being mobile and recognizing these kind of opportunities, then you won't improve as a player. The game has got much, much harder. People are more in tune with the weapons and the gunplay. I don't think people have got... Look, people are smarter and they copy things that they see other people doing. But tactically, there's still... I play solos a lot. And tactically, I still see people just fail again and again and again in solos. Let's watch this last section of this as we come on in. There's 5 others left alive. And I'm outside the circle. There's been gunfire here, and there's guys slightly southwest of me. There's someone. I don't know if he's rotated through in a car. I can hear gunfire out there occasionally. There's an airdrop, and there's a huge ridge there. And I nearly go. Watch, I nearly run off and take off and rotate. I'm just so antsy to get moving. And then I stop myself and I say, you know what? Like, you rotate now. All you're going to do, look at it. I pull myself back. I'm like, you rotate now. All you're going to do is give away all the advantage you've got from clearing that guy and owning this ridgeline. You've got to wait. You've got to rotate in on the circle. You've got to be smart about this. It's so hard to maintain that focus all the way through. But what I like about this gameplay in particular is that I found a channel, and it's a pretty solid one. As soon as I saw the map moving down, I started hustling down towards that road, towards Los Leones, Picado, which is a major highway, and all those compounds. People like to trash loot them as they go through. Got a bunch of kills from that, nothing spectacular. And now I'm letting the circle come in, and I'm going to late rotate, and I'm going to pick up a few more kills as we go, and hopefully get a chicken dinner. And my biggest worry of this entire map was this section here. This is a death trap. I've had so many issues getting across here. There is already a busted ass car. I'm sure there is someone in the compound up there ahead of me. But my hope here, and this is another part of putting together the pieces when you're reading a map, is that the airdrop there got a lot of heat. And that whoever was in this compound up here went to overlook the airdrop behind them, which gives me an opportunity to move up. And I keep just below the ridgeline so that I'm out of line of sight. I'm still looking down below me. Look at that. All the time I stay below that ridgeline until I finally pop up. I think that's a person, and it's actually a motorbike. So I had to pop back down below the ridgeline. I got time to boost and use an energy drink. A lot of people won't like that. If you end the game and you get a chicken dinner and you've got a whole heap of energy drinks left and meds like I do, yeah, you haven't really utilized that bag space. I'm always boosting, because boosts only really help you when you get hit and you're in combat and you're still ticking up and healing. I'm ignoring that. That's not helpful to me. I want to go high as often as possible when I'm moving into a circle. There we go. We catch that guy on the move. Not going to move this. Not going to muck this up. Nice, easy, long spray with the M762. But whoever's below me now knows that I'm here. So I'm a little bit worried about this last rotation into this high ground. I also don't want to get caught rotating down. Oh, there's a guy. I'm going to blow this M24 shot. Should have probably just sprayed. Really dumb. But we get a little bit of action there. Now that's hurt him. That's 3 hits. 1 arm, 2 body. So we're going to throw that grenade. Now, if he chooses to shoot me, he's going to eat that grenade. That's just all there is to it. I'm happy with that decision from him. Excellent. He should have just lain straight down and got a heal in. He missed the engagement, whatever. Now there's 3 left. I'm sure that there's someone down in that compound down there. And we're rotating in. There's an AWM. Don't have time for it. Don't get stuck late game like this, just sucking up for loot. You got an M24 and an M762. You got enough to get it done. Just get it done. Guy down there in that mustard single story, and then there's smoke over there. Tag him. Yeah, he's gone into cover. Nothing much I can do about that. I've got a level 3, so I'm not that worried unless this guy's just got an AWM, and it's happened before. There he is in the corner. Oh, I missed my shot. Where I've gone, I've got a level 3 helmet. I only have to worry about AWMs, and bang, the guy hits me with an AWM. But I have not heard any other orms in play, and I've been watching the kill feed late. That guy just there had one. That's beautiful. So it's just me and this bloke now. We've got a while to go to the circle. Unlikely I'm going to get this guy cleared. I thought that was good, actually. But anyway, I've got 50 seconds. Unlikely I'm going to get him cleared, right? The biggest thing that I have to worry about here is if he gives me a shot, I take it. But more importantly, I actually make sure I get the smokes out that I need to rotate into the circle before the clock starts kicking down, which is something that a lot of people fail at, me included. I've done this badly before. I would like to not do it badly now. So I'm going to pull up stumps with about 15 seconds to go, chuck out a couple of smokes, and just be very comfortable. Here we go. Get the adrenaline in, pull the smokes. One at the top, one further down, and he's doing the same thing. But I'm worried about him making a late rotation because he is short-sighted on the circle. So the circle's going to move in slower for him than it is for me. But he's moved very, very early. Now he wants to get to that high ground. So I'm going to Molotov the top of this ridge line, and that is just to stop him from getting the high ground and then move to the tree. Voila. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Look for your channels. And as always, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.